everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Bears going up against the Raiders. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Look at the time. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Surveying the field. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now they try the right side here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Throwing is Wilson to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Evans has it left side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll go with the ground attack here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Raiders. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Second down now after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Two seconds to go, first quarter. On first down, Wilson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On second down, Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up.
It makes so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this front.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camp.
They got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
And pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jack Youngblood leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Can't find anyone open. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
You got tight right there.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. One receiver to the left is Evans. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they?
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the 1st touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson finding time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle to Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Another pistol look here. One receiver to the left is Evans. On second down, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards. And it'll move the sticks.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
14, run, check
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. To throw is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Throwing again here. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now is Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Wilson to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Wilson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Now Wilson. He's got time. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now hold everything. He gets a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Wilson will throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
There's Wilson. Now a desperation. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One last shot for Wilson, finding time. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Charles, we saw him.